Hello everyone and welcome to our 14th virtual support session for Pathways. As always, I am your Pathways guide, Lindsay Hayes, and today we're just going to go through a little bit more about what can be found on the Toastmasters.org website specifically for Pathways, for new members, or for members that might have questions about specific aspects of Pathways and how it will work and how it looks transitioning from the traditional education program to Pathways. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. So here you can see I've logged in to the Toastmasters.org site, and I'll actually start again. So we'll go right back to the beginning. And I went to Pathways, and I went to Learn More. So again, you don't necessarily have to be logged in. Let me log out just so I can show you that you don't have to be a member, you don't have to be an officer, anything like that to access this information. So right now, if I were a prospective member and I just wanted to see what you were like, you can always send prospective members here. You can send new members here. Anybody that doesn't have access to the actual site yet, just send them here. So under Pathways, I went to Learn More. And then you can see where Pathways will take you. Begin now. If you are a member, you can start there. And then the Welcome to Pathways, all of this information is available directly for anybody that is interested in Pathways. The one that I found most interesting would be this Paths and Projects, because for new members that are unfamiliar with what they're looking at, and for our current members, anyone out there that hasn't done their path assessment yet, that isn't in Pathways, and maybe is a little bit curious about what each path entails, we have all 10 paths and all the projects in them right here. So for me, I'm just going to quick go to leadership development. It'll open up in a new screen for you, and it shows you the 5 levels. It tells you a little bit about the path itself, and then it goes through the 5 levels so you can see what's involved with each. So the icebreaker, the evaluation, and feedback. Levels 1 and 2 are going to be the same for every path, but once you get to level 3, you'll see that there are a lot more elective projects and a lot more information on what you do here. So I just clicked on elective projects, and it broke it down into all of these electives. So I would, for my path, have to do 2 of the following electives. Level 4, it's going to be the same thing, electives and projects. And choose one of the following. And then level 5, the elective projects, choose one of the following. So again, that's a great place to send your club members if they want to look at the different paths and what they're actually going to be doing. Make sure that I am recording here. Oh, yes. So that is, again, right under Pathways, and then Learn More. And if you just keep scrolling down, you're going to see all sorts of different things. You can also see that this is directing you to the next portion. So I said to Welcome to Paths and Projects. And then if you're wondering how Pathways began, you can see it moved over there. And there's actually really great videos, little tutorials there that explain why we switched to Pathways, what the differences are from the traditional education program, and it gives a little bit more information there. Pathways is now available to all Toastmasters. This rollout schedule used to be a little bit more complex because not everybody had access to Pathways yet. Now every single Toastmaster does. And if you are interested in looking at the icebreaker, because that's going to be the same for every single person, if you go to sample your first project and break the ice, continue to think here, you will have access to the actual icebreaker project. So if you have a new member that's really excited, wants to get going, hasn't maybe taken the assessment yet, you can send them here. Or again, a prospective member. This is what they're going to see. This is the first project, and this is the format that it's going to be in. So if you've been in Pathways, if you've been in your base camp, you know that each of the assignments is set up a little bit like this. They have places that you can go to, you navigate through here, looking at your goals. They have video tutorials. All of that's available in for members, for non-members, it doesn't matter. So anybody can view that first project, that icebreaker speech right there. Then there were some frequently asked questions and a little bit more. One thing I wanted to discuss here is the achievement and awards. So again, one of the goals in Pathways is to have achievements and a little bit of the motivation be more frequent. So you're not waiting 10 speeches to get your competent communicator. You can give a first speech. You can award badges yourself to other members and start filling those up so that your members can feel that internal sense of gratification that they've done a good job. So when I get to the achievements, I can see about the badges, earning them, receiving them, certifications, just like we had within the traditional education program, employers to your letters, the email from the international president, all of that is still part of Pathways. The path completion and the mentor program, all of that. Now, one thing that I'm sure everyone is looking forward to is getting their DTM, which is still available in Pathways. And this is going to be right here, your path to completing your Distinguished Toastmaster. So some of the same aspects as what we currently have within the traditional program: serving as a club officer, serving as a club sponsor, conducting a speechcraft, serving as a district officer, and completing your DTM project. All of those are a lot of the same as what we currently have with the traditional education program. And then also for the Distinguished Club program, you can see how that changes a little bit too. So instead of what we currently have, 2 members complete a competent communicator, 2 more complete a competent communicator would be 2 goals. We have 4 members complete a level 1, 2 members complete a level 2, and so on. That's going to be the education portion of the Distinguished Club program, while the other portions will remain the same. 4 new members, 4 more new members, etc. There are some other quick links down here for new members, prospective members, and it's a great resource right here. And again, don't be afraid to share this with prospective members. Don't be afraid to share this with your new members. Just lead them here. Maybe I would suggest even going through it yourself to see what's available and then giving a speech about it in your club meeting times. That way people don't feel so afraid and not know where to go for the simple questions. Those are just some suggestions I have. Please let me know if these are helpful, and if you have any other questions. We do have one more virtual support session, which is scheduled for next week, Monday. I hope you'll have a great Monday, and I will see you soon.